Oh yeah,
I made a random U-turn across the railroad track, and I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah. And we got off because of my GPA.
It said if one of y'all tell me y'all GPA, I think it was fresh too. Like
we had just graduated.
Like, if one of y'all GPAs is 3.0 or higher, I think that's the highest, ain't it?
No, the highest
is like 4.0. It's like if one of y'all got 3.0 or something like that, I'll let y'all go with it.
And I showed my last report card of high school.
He said, brother, what you got? He said, you got a lucky girl. Because look, I was the one driving too.
You say you don't even want to.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. Super excited about this video. If you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
First thing that will confuse Americans, but that is normal here in Croatia, and actually that is normal here in all of Europe, is bagging your own groceries. In the US, when you get groceries, there's two people at the checkout. There's a person who's ringing up everything and who's going to take your money, and then there's a person at the end of the counter who takes your groceries and places them in the bag for you. I should also mention that the person who scans your food can also bag. There's not always two people, actually. We only have like one store where I'm from, which you have to bag your own groceries. It's like a super cheap store. So yeah, so the first time this happened to me, I was grabbing all my groceries, I went through the checkout, I paid, and then I like turn and I see all of my stuff just sitting there. And I'm like, oh shit, I need to get a bag and I need to put it in the bag. So I grab this bag, and of course there's an entire line behind me. So I'm holding up this line and I'm feeling so awkward and I'm feeling so frustrated. And I'm feeling very confused. I'm thinking, oh my God, I don't actually know how to bag my groceries and I don't know how to do it quick. Okay, that's not true. I know how to bag my groceries because I've watched people do it so many times, but I was just really confused because there's no way to know that before you get to the checkout. So I see this person at the cashier just ringing stuff up, and I'm waiting. I'm thinking, okay, maybe she's gonna bag it at the end or something. She didn't. I had to, and I still am getting used to this. So that is definitely one thing that is gonna confuse Americans, although it's completely normal here to bag your own groceries.
100%. Let's just say, like, when you see that, my first initiative was whenever encounter was when I was at a grocery line and it was bagging. I mean, it was checking on my food, and she was just throwing the food down, throwing it down, and I ain't see nobody. So I went down there and hurry up and bag my own food because I ain't see nobody doing it. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more important for people to be like aware. Don't wait till the last minute to pay for your food and then go try to bag it, and then you're gonna really be holding everybody else up.
Yes, and I feel like that's just in how we were raised, though.
Yeah, to do it yourself almost.
Yeah, to do everything yourself, regardless if somebody is employed to do it.
Yeah.
You know, that reminds me of when we went to Aldi for the first time and we was looking, it was like, where the bags at?
Right.
We forgot about it. Like, we knew we had the bags at home, but we forgot about it. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
But well, hold up, we gotta let y'all know. We didn't tell y'all. Like, we are like hardcore budget shoppers, bulk shoppers. We have a system.
Oh yeah, 100%.
When we grocery shop, so we when we put it in the basket, we're putting it in the category that it go in.
Easy. Hey, look, it's so easy to unpack that at home and get everything where you gotta go. Because if you got bread and ground beef or turkey beef or whatever beef in the same bag, you be like, all right, we're gonna try to type. Yeah, it just take a little longer to get everything unpacked, you know.
Yes, and I like our children learn stuff so quick. Like, our children are all under 10 and they all know like how to pack bags, how to put stuff in the basket. Like, it's really cool. So if we was to move, like, we'll be good.
Oh yeah, and then they know, to use that little whatever, like that Walmart bag as a little trash bag.
Oh
too.
yes, we recycle.
You gotta recycle that bag and use it as a little trash bag every once in a while. Come in handy.
People are very good at it here. People are very fast at it here. So if you see anybody who's like struggling, they might not be from here. They might be from the US. Just know that. Another thing that might confuse Americans, that has confused me and still continues to confuse me to this day, is floors in buildings. Here in Croatia, I actually am not sure about the rest of Europe, but I know for a fact that in Croatia, let's see if I can say this without getting confused, because I confuse myself every time I think about it. The bottom floor, the ground floor, is floor 0. I'm saying this right. The bottom floor is ground 0. Nula, that's how you say 0 in Croatian. That's the first floor. When you go up, no, oh my god, I just confused myself again. Jeez. Okay. That's the ground floor. That's the nothing floor, let's say. Then when you go up, that is the first floor. In the US, the first floor is literally the first floor that you walk on into a building, which is the ground floor. So I am constantly confused by this all of the time. Hey, where are you? I'm on the first floor. No, I'm on the first floor. Wait, which floor is that again?
Yeah, I can see it messing
up.
Yeah, I can see how that can go.
Yes, but in hospitals, isn't it like that?
Because they have a garage, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But I never really mentioned my floors. I just look for the number of the building like that I'm in.
I feel like hospitals and hotels do that.
Again,
Some,
I don't
like
know.
the more upscale hotels.
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I see how it can be confusing, but every time we go to a hospital, I get confused anyway. So
I get confused because all the halls look the same.
Right, and then the
All these white
elevators
walls
and the stairways and
I always ask where the elevator at. Then I end up by the staircase.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, here I go.
Amazed.
Taking a flight.
Consistently confused by this. It has been 2 years and I still cannot get it right. The struggle is real.
Yes.
So another thing that would confuse Americans, but that's completely normal in Croatia. And I think I've talked about this in another video, is having to flag down the waiter.
oh yeah.
I noticed this right away actually. The waiter comes to you the first time you sit down, asks what you want, get you what you need. That's it. To je to. If you need him again, him or her again, you need to flag him down. In the US, I think I've said that the waiter, you know, comes by once, then he comes by again, then he comes by again to see if everything's okay.
Yeah, hey,
and you know, actually, now that I'm used to life in Croatia.
Before she continue, I think for us in the US, like the waiters are, if I'm not mistaken, they are dealing with numbers of tables at one time, right?
Yeah.
So they got like maybe 3 bills they got to collect at the end of that serving for that group of people. So we don't necessarily flag them down and call them because we know they're dealing with someone. And we wait our turn. So I see what she's saying about having to call them down.
Yeah, but how would that go with, okay, they took your order, and what if the order's taking too long? Nobody come check on you?
Nobody give you an update?
Yeah.
Yo, it's going to be a few more minutes. You guys need anything else while you're waiting? None of that. Yeah. It's none of that. It's just time ticking.
Yeah, but I feel like if we was to move, like, that's one of the things I would miss.
Yeah, I feel that.
Our hospitality, even when they don't want to be hospitable. You know, like, yeah.
I feel that. I would miss that too.
Yeah, I would miss that.
I do find it a little bit annoying thinking about, and when I have visited in the US, the waiter coming by multiple times just kind of like, just leave me alone. And I know that Dominic definitely experienced that. He told me it was too much for him and he was really uncomfortable by the person coming to him and asking, is everything okay? However, in Croatia, it's super confusing because Americans might think like that they're not cared about, or that the waiter doesn't care, or that the waiter doesn't see them, or the waiter has forgotten about them. Yeah. Another funny thing that I've noticed is there's a very specific wave that you have to do to flag down your waiter in Croatia. It goes something like this. Like, firm hand up, eye contact,
like school.
Eye contact. Yeah, the eye contact has been made, quick head nod, nothing too excessive, arm down. Then you come.
Nothing too excessive.
Now, if we came, like if the waiter never came around in a good minute, if that's another waiter walking around, I definitely would tap that person. I'll remember the last person's name and say, hey, go get bag of 2 for me real quick.
Bag of 2?
Yeah, bring bag of 2 back over here real quick.
You named him bag of 2.
I'll name him bag of 2 today. Today he's bag of 2. And be like, okay, I'll go get him, and then he's like, is there anything wrong, just in case, you know, something needed to fix? I'm like, no, I just need to let him know I'm ready to check out my family.
Yeah.
Good, we're ready to go.
Yeah, we ready, bag of 2.
To you. So anybody watching who's outside of Croatia, there's how you flag down the waiter. There ain't no waving like
hysterical.
So don't like do any of this
like,
or
okay?
standing up. Okay, it's not needed. It's not needed in Croatia. It's not cool in Croatia. So just
Definitely
be
not
cool.
cool, huh?
Do the wave that I taught you, and you'll be good.
That's the one.
One of the biggest things that will confuse Americans when they come to Croatia is there is no free right turn. In the United States,
I gotta remember that.
Take a free right turn when you're driving. So, how that works. You pull up to a stoplight. You can go left, you can go straight, or you can go right. You're stopped, and you are gonna take a right, because you're trying to go to the consume. You look to your left, you see that there are no cars coming to your left, and you can turn right. It's called a free right turn. It's completely legal. Let's just say, did I maybe take some free right turns in Croatia when I
100%.
shouldn't have? Yeah,
100%.
I maybe did. Did I know that it wasn't normal? No, I didn't know. So this is...
Alright, Croatia, so if anybody making right turns, y'all know they ain't from there. And for us, when we see people in the U.S. that don't want to make a right turn, we get so upset.
Man.
It's like, the light is red, there ain't no cars on this side.
Yo, that
signal is on the turn. We looking like, should I hit it? I'm about to hit the horn. Let them know they can go like...
Hey, look at me, get it, baby.
Nah, because for us, that's how it is. And I understand it could be frustrating when y'all see somebody just randomly make that turn, you know?
Yeah.
So
For me, it's frustrating when people don't know that you could turn left on a one-way street. That's frustrating because y'all didn't pay attention in driver's ed.
yeah, if y'all like me, then I took a few times to get it right.
And Dion's like, no, I can't turn. I'm like, babe, you could turn.
No, it's those
I made
random...
a 100 on my test.
I feel like, but it's some random U-turns. New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
New Orleans. We was
when
in New
you
Orleans.
can go through a red light.
And I made I made a random U-turn and the cop pulled us over, and we got off because you told them the GPA.
Oh yeah.
I made a random U-turn across the railroad track, and I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we got off because of my GPA.
He said, if one of y'all tell me y'all GPA, I think it was fresh too. Like
We had just graduated high
If
school.
one of y'all GPAs is 3.0 or higher, I think that's the highest, ain't it?
No, the highest
The highest
is
is like
4.0.
4.0. It's like if one of y'all got 3.0 or something like that, I'll let y'all go with it.
And I showed my last report card of high school.
He said, brother, what you got? He said, you got a lucky girl. Because look, I was the one driving too.
You say you don't even want to know.
Hey, look, it was funny too.
Something that will very
That's all
much
that
confuse
matters.
Americans. And I actually have a story. There was two girls. I have some friends who run an Airbnb. Two girls came from the US. We were sitting and talking. They had rented a car. And I was like, how do you feel about the driving in Croatia? And they said, oh yeah, you know, it's definitely a little bit more aggressive, blah, 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 blah. And I said, yeah, you know, the hardest thing for me is just the no free right turn. And they looked at me and they were like, oh my God, there's no free right turn? And I was like, no. And they said, we've been doing that everywhere we go. Ooh. Seriously, it's such a habit that I still have the hardest time not doing it.
Hey, listen, do us a favor, drop us a comment, let us know what's the fine for that. Because that's illegal for them.
Ew,
so how much is that fine, you know what I'm saying, for the viewers in the comments who like to watch the comments? They may want to be out there one day. And now they know that you can be hit for this much if you make that wrong turn.
Yeah, and even like in intersections, like in bigger cities, and more up-to-date roads, when, you know, they restructure the roads and things, they have that little curve for you to get out of traffic to be able to make that turn. So I didn't realize how much we like that turn.
That I think though, like anytime you make a right turn out here, you still have to yield.
Yeah,
It's the automatic yield.
yield.
So even with that new turn they offer, you still have to. You can't just go run it. And
right.
Like, well, people be look.
Unless you have the green light for that turn.
Yeah, if you got that green light, then go.
Yeah.
Don't stop.
Yeah.
Green mean go. Don't hesitate. Nobody in the street.
What?
She did it just
Red
for
light.
the video.
He said red light.
The last thing that will confuse Americans about Croatia, and it's actually not one thing, but it's actually four things into one. I couldn't believe it, and they kept racking up as I was thinking about them. It has to do with getting gas in Croatia. So getting gas is this entirely different experience that can leave you very, very confused if you're not familiar with it at all. First thing, it's expensive. I thought gas was expensive in the States. I was filling up my car once a week, driving, I don't know, all day, every day. Filling up my car for about $30. Yeah. I'd drive an entire week's worth. I'd be in the car for probably at least 45 minutes a day. At least, if not more. And in Croatia, it's so expensive. Just for a little bit, of gasoline is like ridiculous. Second thing that will confuse Americans. You pump your gas first and then you pay. This also connects to the third thing that will be confusing about getting gas. You need to go.
Hold on, you know how many people would drive off?
Without thinking, you know, oh man, hey, they got a fire excuse. I'm not used to this.
Not at all.
That's not how we do things. I'm not.
Oh no. People, oh no, they would mess it up for us on the first day.
So the pump don't take credit card? Or nothing like that for you guys?
Oh, to stop it, huh? Yeah, we got to prepay.
I'm pretty sure you got to prepay to get it going. And then you go,
I
don't know.
Look at next point. You must go inside.
Go inside to pay for your gasoline.
Golly.
That's
pay. In the US, you are not getting gasoline until you pay for it. It's so strange to me because I'm like, oh my God, I could literally pump my gas and drive off. And I actually have a friend who did that on accident. He got out, la 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 la, he pumped his gas, got back in his car, and he drove off, and it was like, I don't know, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later that he realized, oh my God, I didn't pay for gas. And he came back and paid for his gas and everything was good. Like, what the heck? It's so crazy to me because for me, you need to pay for that shit before you put it in your car because that shit's expensive. And the fourth thing about this last thing that will confuse Americans is so confusing for me every freaking time. Every freaking time. We use gasoline for our cars in the States and like only specific cars and most of the time just trucks use diesel. And in Croatia, it's reverse. Most cars use diesel and other certain cars use gas. So you have your green pump. You have your black pump. The black pump in America is regular gasoline. The green pump is diesel. But in Croatia, it's reverse. And it's so freaking confusing. I go to get gas for the car and I'm looking at the pumps and I'm like,
which one do I pick? Maybe?
Wait.
No?
No. Gas.
Yeah, but she needs the green.
I don't know. Is it the green one? Is it the black one? Is the black one the green one? Wait, no, but the black one is diesel. But wait, that doesn't make sense. I don't even know why it's that confusing for me. It's just something that is so ingrained in US culture, so that way if you come to some place where it's literally the opposite, it is going to confuse you. So it will definitely confuse Americans. So getting gas is kind of this whole thing for me. It's all done reversed. So I guess if I just tell myself when I'm getting gas, just do everything the opposite of what I'm used to, then I should be good. Right? Yudi, that's it. Stay tuned.
Yeah, bro, that was fun.
Yeah.
Man, but again, that's like for business reasons, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do any business with somebody, I need the money on the table so we can do a proper exchange. I've never just got it for free and then paid later. Like,
that wouldn't work here.
Yeah, hey.
People are not honest.
So what do y'all do whenever that happens? Like, what is the repercussions for that? Can people, or accidentally people, just take gas and drive off and don't come back?
Ooh.
I know them cameras be working, right?
Yeah. Y'all gotta let us know.
Hey, y'all got a lot of that. We got a lot of questions, man.
Yes. This is a cool video.
Yeah.
We hope you guys enjoyed it with us. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks if you like to support the channel that way, as well as our reaction request form is in our description box below. We'll see you soon.
Peace.